The state park opened, or the state park started in 1990, and it's kind of a culmination of a long story, but for many, many years, the residents of this area knew that this area needed to be protected. This particular area had essentially become a dump, and they went about, both on the Indiana side as well as the Kentucky side, working to try to make this a state park. And they eventually convinced the National Park Service in 1966 to make this area the National Natural Landmark. So in 1990, the Indiana State came in and took over management. There are 6 landholders on this little piece of property. And in 1994, the Interpretive Center was opened. It took, I believe they said, 43 tons worth of trash out of the footprint of the building in order to make it. There are all sorts of activities that happen here at the falls. We have birders, we have gardeners, we have hikers, bikers, walkers, people bringing their dogs out, plein air painters. Different artists come out and enjoy the falls. Of course, we have professional photographers. We also have folks that just come to roam the fossil beds.
I like coming down here and finding all the fossils and looking at the rocks. It's also a good place to fish. I know when I was down here last summer, there's a lot of people fishing down here. I like the water coming off the falls. It looks pretty neat, like going a little waterfall on the river. I'd rather be out in the sun and something where I can actually get dirty and, you know, climb around on some stuff.
I'm at the falls like I am every day the sun is out. This is where I come to escape. This is my favorite place. Nature was the best way to get away from everything. I just knew this place was special the first time I came here, so I come here to hoop and to meditate because this is just the best place where I can feel one with nature and I can connect with the world around me. I'm able to connect back to my roots, literally.
What most visitors wouldn't know when they came here, number one question that we get asked are, where are the falls? And what most people don't know, and what I think is interesting, is that we have travel writings all the way back into the late 1700s, early 1800s, where people came to the Falls of the Ohio, called it the Falls of the Ohio, but then would promptly say, but there are really no waterfalls here, they're just rapids. So what made it so dangerous, and the reason why people had to stop here, was because a lot of times you didn't see the rocks. In fact, Mark Twain commented at one point that his boat was grounded on the rocks here, and he had to spend 4 days waiting for the water to pass well enough to get his boat unlodged. But we definitely see all 50 states, 48 different countries, people that speak multiple different languages. Believe it or not, this area only represents about 40% of our annual visitation. So a lot of people are coming from a ways away to get to us. A lot of people just come because they hear Falls of the Ohio is a cool place to come, and so they will venture off I-65 and come find us. We're not that far away.